Hi guys, Cynthia Maynard here, and today I was going to take a look at, I had purchased several months back this Lyra Aquacolor watercolor crayons, and I started out with the 24-piece set and I liked them so much I went ahead and got the 48-piece set, and there are some overlapping ones, but that's okay. I really wanted the expanded color palette for some of these sort of in-between colors, teals and things. And they're really easy to use. If you even don't have any experience with watercoloring at all, then this would be a great place to start. So I'm just going to show you something simple. I went ahead and did just these flowers and some different kinds of flowers and foliage, and just this. I didn't really have a plan with this to use it. I just was kind of playing around and practicing. So I thought I'd show that or something like that to you today on some watercolor paper, and it's not super expensive. Don't practice on the super expensive stuff. I grabbed just some sort of springy colors and some of the pinks, pale pinks, and some of the like ochre yellow colors and so forth, and we could just have fun. You could use regular paint brushes. I'm using the watercolor brushes with this sort of medium tip, and this one has a really thick tip. These come in a set that you can purchase, and a finer tip. And so I like using these. You don't have to. Again, you can use the brush, but I feel like these are a great way to feel like you really can watercolor. I know it's almost like I don't know, you'll just see. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my, actually this one, and this is Dark Flesh for the pink people. And I'm just going to start making sort of swirls, kind of like the centerpiece of my flower. And as you can see, hopefully, it looks very crayon-y. But you'll see as, you know, we get going how the water really works well with it. They're very creamy. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take, you don't want a ton of water coming out at once, so you might want to test it on some paper towel, and then just kind of paint. And if you need more, just give it a little squeeze, and then just kind of brush. And from the darker lines, we're kind of picking up that and moving the paint, or the medium, that way, until we get a shape we like. And we can color out of the lines a little bit. That's what's nice about the watercolor effect. It's nice to have the mixture of the dark edges and the blended parts, just like so. And then we just dry it real quick. And so when we dry it, you can kind of see just these hard edges, and I like that. It's kind of some built-in shading. You can go in with a different color or the same color and kind of do some more layering of the petals, as well as shading and just giving some different life to it. Ochre. And I'm just going to start making some of these little flouncy. I'm really bad with remembering what the names of flowers are. I love flowers, but can't remember their names. So I'm kind of visualizing the end goal in my mind, and I'm kind of making the shape as I make my little dots, and it'll fill in with color as I apply water. And you know, just can kind of do whatever looks right to you. So I'm applying direct to paper. Sometimes I put it on like just a piece of plastic, and I will color right on the plastic and then apply some water via the brush. I'll squeeze some water on there, mix it around, or squirt some water on there, and then pick it up from there if I don't want any of the hard edges. So that's an idea too. That works better for you. I'm going to come in with the green to kind of give the bottoms to these. Try not to make them look like corn stalks. Just for the part there, and then I'm going to start to come in with my leaf. Not necessarily looking to finish this picture with you, but I want to give you some ideas because I feel like I've got some yellow in there. To try it. I mean, you have to kind of not be afraid to make a mistake. The nice thing about it is you can dry this paper, turn it over, and use the other side. So, I mean, it's not really a big deal. Nobody's watching you if you're doing it at home, you know. You're watching me, but that's okay. Alright, so I've already got some stuff taking place. Add some more dimension on top of there. I'd even get a different color pink in here. This is Rose Madder Lake, I guess. I'm getting that right. Our green, I'm going to go in with this sort of olivey green. I guess I can just read the names. I kind of make up my olive green. And then I'm just going to give a little more depth here to this, hopefully. Let's go. Right, because in nature we don't have just one color with, you know, there's variation and there's texture. And start making our other swirl here. Maybe a little bit smaller flower than our flower up top. And then just, again, making a swirling motion, going a little bit outside the line to give that flouncy petal look. Some brown. Again, our shading. Take some of that and put it over here. So they're very user-friendly. Again, you get the idea. I'm not a Like I said, I'm not an experienced watercolorist, so please don't judge me on that. There are plenty of great watercolors you can learn from in terms of actually learning how to make a flower. But I just wanted to kind of present how easy you can get some action from, you know, with these things. It's just, they're very super friendly to use. They're very user friendly, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And you can just kind of have fun with it, you know, and then you can just keep going in that manner and kind of filling in. You can go in and fill in the background. Say you want, you know, some background color. You can just lightly, I'm barely applying any pressure at all. And you can kind of fill in the back, the tiniest of pressure, and then take your bigger brush, get some water going there, and then just kind of fill in some space, being careful next to our You can do that all through the background so that you kind of have a, let me show you the method with the, get this out of the way here, with our background. So I'm simply going to color on our plastic, and then I'm going to put some water out, and I'm going to pick up some of that color for my background. Then I don't have any real hard lines. It's very watercolor washy because I'm not directly coloring it on there. So that's another way you can use these. So you can kind of play around with this however you feel most comfortable using it, whatever your purposes or needs are. If you're making cards, if you scrapbook, if you want to make some art for your wall and send something to Aunt Susie somewhere, you know, whatever the case may be, or just to relax. You know, everything's this Zentangle stuff is in style, and I like that too. But this is relaxing as well. I mean, pick up a tray of, maybe you don't need the 48 color one. Pick up the tray of 24, and you've got plenty of colors there to have some fun with. And they're great, nice tin that it comes with. You can pack up these watercolor brushes and go to the park. Sit down with some paper and a notebook. You can buy pads of watercolor paper and just color and paint, and it's very, very easy to take. You know, they're not going to spill, right? Fill up your little brushes with water. Really, this is only the second time I've ever filled up these brushes since I've had them. So anyway, I could keep going and I'll fill that in and finish it later, but there's a lot more I need to do with that. But I just wanted to give you an idea of all the different things. Let me show you a couple things. Other ones that I made, you know, with some colors. Play around with the colors. You know, is that real in real life? No, but I like it. They're pretty. So just, you know, it doesn't have to be a representation of the exact flower in real life. Just have fun. It's called art, you know. Make little buds and different things. Make cool teal colored flowers. Who cares? They're pretty. Play around with it. Have fun with it. Make a card from it. Do whatever with it. Alright, thanks guys. Go ahead, and if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. That'll help me out a lot. Thanks for spending your time with me today.